Hi everyone, Coach Sullivan here from MGS Coaching Football. My background, this is my 38th year coaching football. I've either been a defensive, offensive, or special teams coordinator as well as a head coach at both the collegiate and high school levels. In this presentation, I want to talk to you about implementing one of our base five-man plug pressures called Bambi. Backer and Mike. To get all the details about the Bambi pressure, go to our Plug Family playlist. But in this particular presentation, I want to just talk to you about how we actually execute Bambi out of our exotic upfront. Okay. And as well as the coverage, which is medium, which is one of the coffee sizes. Again, you'd have to go to another playlist, our own Blitz coverage playlist, for those details. So before I talk about the tweak differences in terms of how we're able to execute Bambi out of our exotic upfront, just quickly, everything stays the same in terms of run supports, two's detached, so it's orbit, it's sky and less, so it's sky over here. Orbit puts the safety in stack, right? Again, you'd have to go to the base defensive playlist to get those details. So, how we're able to execute Bambi out of our exotic upfront. Alrighty. Now, first of all, Bambi backer first. So backer makes the lucky Ringo call. Backer, therefore, is the primary. Mike is the secondary, and all three defensive linemen are involved in the pressure. Hence a five-man pressure, both run and pass. Okay. So in Bambi, because the nose sticks B gap to the call, that necessitates the backer punching out, letting the nose stick B in front of him and then going tight as quickly and as tightly as possible off the nose's butt into A gap. That's the difference, and that's something you got to practice. And you can do it in meetings and walkthroughs, so it's not anything that you got to completely alter a practice schedule to do. All right, but you do have to practice it. Okay. Over here, the Mike linebacker also blitzing or double A gap blitz between our two inside linebackers. So, again, hopefully the Mike linebacker can just step with his inside foot to the hip of the center. But if he has to cross over to get there, I mean, don't tweak out about it too much. As long as he's able to blitz A gap and penetrate it, we'll be happy. So again, the biggest technique tweak needed comes from the backer in this case because of the stick into B gap by the nose. So what we say is push off your up inside foot, kick back, okay, slightly like you do sometimes with various spread punt protections, what offensive linemen do, kick step as they're working back in pass protection. We say push off and kick, the nose will stick. Push off and kick while the nose sticks, right? We try and teach everything in rhymes because that's how we learn as humans. So push off and kick, the nose stick, and then drive forward quickly right off the butt of the nose. Okay, and it really does need to be quick because then you have an even better chance of getting into the A gap the quicker it is. Okay, and so that's it. That's the only real difference. But push off and kick while the nose stick. Okay, that's something that needs a lot of practice right here. Even if it's just the two of them doing it in a dorm room, or if it's high school, doing it, wherever it might be on the practice field in their backyards, if they're neighbors, or kids figure stuff out more than sometimes we give them credit for. But that's something just these two can practice. And if these two practice it honestly, then the mic should be practicing it with a nose as well. Okay. So again, the big tweak here, push off and kick while the nose sticks and then drive upfield right off his butt into the A gap. All right. It's a very, very effective pressure from our exotic up front because so often we line up and then both these guys punch out coming back and they don't come. So, if you do it right in the right situation and don't, as the saying, don't go to the well too often, when the offense is kind of lets their guard down, then you blitz both A gaps, it tends to be very effective. All right. So again, here, push off and kick, nose stick, drive off the nose's butt, and it's all good. Okay. If nothing else, it's so immediate. All the gaps are, in fact, blocked, clogged, therefore spilling the ball to the outside. So if you're not able to get a TFL and get tremendous penetration and for the TFL, you'll at least still clog up the gap so there's no place to run. All right. As always, please, if you have any questions or you just want to talk football, reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com, and I get back to you as soon as I can.